line up. So first up, we have a special group joining us this evening from Dunstan Middle School. And so I'd like to invite you down. This is your chance. And they are going to pool their time. So they have 9 minutes. And if you want to talk at this microphone right here. Okay. And if you want to also just tell us your name and grade, that'd be great. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Allie Harris. I'm a 7th grader at Dunstan Middle School. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak about the Lakewood Sustainability Plan. In Ms. Hoffa's sustainability class, we learned about what Lakewood is doing to help our environment. We also read through all the chapters in the sustainability plan and learned what we as kids of this community can do to make our environment more sustainable. As we know, we have goals in the plan that we must work towards to keep our environment healthy. Lately, we've gotten off track and fallen behind in our progress to meet these goals. It is important that we take care of the environment and stay focused on what's ahead of us. We need to keep working towards our goals and always stay on track. One specific goal that we are not on target to meet by 2025 is to reduce citywide building energy use intensity by 20%. In the most recent progress snapshot, our megawatt-hour usage has increased from the baseline. We should look to Carmody Rec Center as an example of a building that has been successful in reducing its building energy intensity. As mentioned on page 13 of the Lakewood Sustainability Plan for Kids, we went to Carmody Rec Center to see in person what steps they're taking to reduce their building energy intensity. They have taken a unique approach to how their building functions. For example, Carmody uses a machine that takes air from outside and uses it to heat and cool the building. They also use LED lights. These lights are better than the ones they had before, they don't contain dangerous chemicals, and they save energy and last longer. The rec center also installed 3 vents that absorb all of the humid air from the pool area to keep it cooled down. Lastly, they have improved the cleaning system for their pool by installing new pipes and filtration systems. Because of these changes, Carmody Rec Center has become a more resource-efficient building. If other businesses start thinking about what they can do to help the environment, it becomes a cycle. And before you know it, most of the buildings across Lakewood will be reducing their building energy intensity. This also has to do with Chapter 3 in the Lakewood Sustainability Plan, Sustainable Economy, which consists of a strong, connected local business community. This is why it is so important that we stay on track and meet our goals. Thank you again for letting me speak tonight.
Thank you. Good evening. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Waylon Weeks. I'm a 7th grader at Dunstan Middle School. I've lived in Lakewood for almost my whole life. It's been an awesome place to live, and it's everything I could have ever dreamed it would be. Think about your experience with Lakewood, how you've grown up here, everything you've seen here. Think about the next generation that'll have to have that won't have the resources that we will because we have been wasting them. Think about the streams and the parks and the trails and everything else. Is it fair for the next generation of kids to live here with depleted resources, for them to have to deal with the mess that we have created? That's not fair to them. They shouldn't have to clean up our mess. So we have to think about how we can make Lakewood a better city for them to grow up in. The sustainability plan is an amazing place to start with, growing towards making our city a better for the future generations. Last semester I was in Ms. Hoffa's sustainability class and I learned so much. We learned about all the chapters in the sustainability plan, why they are so important, and what we can do to make Lakewood a more sustainable city. Like how when we were writing chapter 2, we went on a field trip to Carmody Rec Center. While we were there, we learned about what they are doing there to cut down on energy costs and improve energy efficiency. We learned that they had switched out of all the light bulbs in their gym to LED lights to save money and energy. During this field trip, we also got to learn a bit about how the public transportation works. We rode the RTD bus to and from the Carmody Rec Center. When we did this, it really put a picture in our minds on why it's so important to get people to use public transportation. It's really important because if we can get a ton of people to ride a bus, it's better than having a lot of cars on the road. It'll also reduce emissions, save money, and clear up traffic. Towards the end of the semester, we heard from the city of Lakewood that we were falling behind in our sustainability goals. When I heard that it was even thought of that the city was going to cut back on the sustainability plans, I was baffled. I thought that if anything, they should be increasing the number of people working on the plan. The goals that we are falling behind on include reducing Lakewood's water usage by 20% by 2025. The water usage went up by 2%, and the goal status is listed as not on track. This is one of the many goals in the plan that have been deemed unattainable. Just because something isn't working perfectly doesn't mean you should give up on it. Imagine if Lakewood's government decides that they're going to stop efforts on the sustainability plan. Then we would just be discarding all the progress we have made. We would have to start anew again. In the end, it is up to Lakewood's government, but I thought I would make my case on why we should continue working on the plan. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Welcome. If you want to pull that mic down.
Hi, my name is Patrick Davis, and I'm a 6th grader at Dunstan Middle School. One of our biggest issues in today's world is sustainability. Sustainability is important because if we don't use it properly, problems such as pollution and climate change will be increasingly harmful to human life as we know it. That is why the City of Lakewood and the public alike need to show their concern and take action before it's too late. Just how concerning is sustainability? I could go on for hours about all the things that we need to prevent, but for time issues, I will make it quick. For one, the global temperature has risen by almost 2 degrees Fahrenheit since 1880, and the past few years were some of the warmest on record. 2 degrees may not sound like very much, but this is causing Arctic sea ice to dip to very low levels, record low levels in some years, and sea levels have risen by 8 inches, causing some high tides to be problematic for low-lying cities and towns, and of course it's only going to get worse in the future if we don't stop this. Pollution is also a major issue. In the Pacific, there's a garbage patch twice the size of Texas, causing severe problems for marine life in the area. And that's just to name a few major issues. The good news, there are ways we can stop this. Us here at Lakewood haven't been doing a very good job at it, though. According to the latest progress update for the City of Lakewood's sustainability plan, we aren't on track to meet our goals by the designated time, or at least that's in most of the categories. These reasons are why the City of Lakewood should step in and try very, very hard to not only meet the goals, but be a worldwide leader that tries as hard as possible to reverse the situation we are in. Today is my birthday. I am 12 years old today, and I want to have Lakewood to remain a fantastic place to live for the rest of my life and beyond. Thank you for your time.
Oh, man. Well done. Well done. We normally don't clap in chambers, but for your birthday, we are clapping. That's a tough one to follow, right? But you're going to do great. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Sophia Quigley. I'm a 6th grader attending Dunstan Middle School. I'm here to talk to you about the importance of a sustainability plan here in Lakewood. We are also fortunate to live in such a beautiful community. However, we have an immense responsibility as citizens to keep it that way. For us to do that, we have to work together as a team and stay organized. A way we could keep organized is our amazing City of Lakewood sustainability plan. Even kids can help, thanks to students at Dunstan Middle School who have created a City of Lakewood sustainability plan for kids. Our plan has kept our community happy, healthy, and safe. If people don't continue focusing on our plan, there could be a negative impact. It sounds crazy, but it's possible that Lakewood could become, could become an unsustainable community. In unsustainable communities, there's a higher rate of unemployment, poverty, and crime rates. Not only do we want that for our community, but we don't want it for people around us that we care about. Maybe some people even want it for the world. We believe that people want to change the world in a good way somehow. Why don't we do that for ourselves and other people around us? With our plan, we can make our community a better place. It helps us really understand that we are so very fortunate to live here, while it tells us how our actions can dramatically affect us. Thank you very much for your time.
Well done. You just expired on your time too, so that was fantastic. Thank you so much. And I'm going to break just real quick from protocol, but Ms. Hoffa and Principal Kirksey, thank you so much, and to all your staff. These kids have been working really hard on taking our adopted sustainability plan and getting ready to implement it for their fellow peers throughout Jefferson County, hopefully. So we're going to give you all a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming out. Now you're welcome to stay for the rest of the night, but it's not going to be this fun, I can probably assure you. All right, so we'll keep going down the roster. I'll name a few names off, and just so you know who's coming up next. I have Good Business Company, Brad and Nick. Oh, and Marie, there you are, all of you. Good evening. And then Mr. Mace, you're next.
Thank you so much, all of you, for your service and your diligent commitment to the public good. My name is Marie Venner. I've been in Colorado since 1970, going on 50 years now, and I'm a long-time business owner as well as a founding member of Good Business Colorado. I'm an expert in public policy, best practice, and cost-benefit analysis. Making sustainability and achievement of our clean energy goals a top priority of the City Council in 2019 is one of the best investments Lakewood can make. The economy, nationally, internationally, and in Colorado are already shifting. We can choose to be responsible, accountable, and future-oriented, or we can be done for, and potentially out of office. I come from an agricultural family on one side, and so I'm especially attentive to the risks that we are developing at this point for another